The problem with this generation is we don't know how to make pound cakes. We doing all type of sweet treats and all type of desserts. Where's the pound cake? I want something heavy.
Yeah, que lo que, what's good, mi gente lindo? Yes, I know it's been a minute since I've been here, but I'm back and I'm here to teach y'all one of my favorites that I've made over the holidays. Special shout out to my cousin, my best friend, for putting me onto this. Alright, so I'm making eggnog pound cake. First, what you're gonna do is whip up 2 sticks of butter and 1 stick of margarine. Once that's whipped up, you're gonna add 3 cups of sugar. Yes, 3 cups of sugar is crazy, but it's alright because we added 3 cups of flour, so we're gonna equilibrize together, right? Then after you incorporate that all together, you're gonna crack 5 eggs. Yes, 5 eggs in this economy is crazy, baby, but you gonna need it regardless. So you're gonna add it in increments of 1 or 2 eggs at a time. And then once you get to the last egg or the last session or whatever you're doing, you're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, and baby, now meat and vanilla paste go real bad together. Okay, I ain't going back to the extract. Now, anyways, after you mix that together, you're going to need 1 cup of eggnog and 3 cups of flour. But you're not about to add all of that in there at one time, baby. Okay, you're gonna add it in increments. You're gonna add it in ships. Okay, so we're doing 1/4 of the eggnog and 1 cup of flour. Okay, so after you do that, make sure you don't have to worry about it being like fully incorporated when you add in the next step of it, because you don't want it to overmix. Okay, you're gonna leave that for the very last cup of flour and very last half cup of eggnog. All right, so once you incorporate that real good together, you're gonna set that to the side because of course, me being me, Donovan forgot the pan bacon spray halfway into this, so he had to make his own concoction. So you're gonna melt a little bit of margarine and some flour to the consistency of whatever it looked like that them people put in the baking pans for the cake. All right, you need to cover every nook and cranny because we need this cake to drop like a Rihanna album we've been waiting for since forever. Okay, now after you do that, go ahead and add the cake mix into the bundt pan. And again, because it's very thick, you don't want no air bubbles, you're gonna have to beat it and beat it. Don't you wanna beat it? Anyways, you're gonna smooth the top and you're gonna have to come back again because baby, that mixture is thick. Now, depending on your oven, you're going to have to cook it at 325 or 350 for an hour to an hour and a half, all right? Now, while that was baking, I'm a big back connoisseur, so I need a little glaze on mine. So, anyways, I incorporated some powdered sugar and the eggnog to the consistency I liked, and around that time, the cake was finished. Of course, you're going to have to beat the top of that so it can make it drop, and the cake is ready, okay? It's a little melanated like it's daddy, but that ain't no problem, baby. All right, you're going to go ahead, you're going to take the eggnog coating that you mixed up together, you're gonna put it on top, baby. You're gonna cut you a slice and you're gonna taste it and you're gonna call your mama, and you ain't gonna smack your mom. You just gonna give her some love and tell her the goodness that you just had. Okay, some eggnog cake listo para ti y tus amigos a disfrutar, baby. Amor en bendiciones.